What's going on, guys? In this video, we are going to cover product research using Kalodata, right? So Kalodata is a very powerful tool that allows us to spy on TikTok Shop products. So as we know, TikTok Shop is becoming a very big player in the e-commerce space. And with this strategy, what we can do is spy on products that are doing well on TikTok Shop and leverage those and bring those over to Facebook, which is of course a different platform. All right. So here's the home page of Kalodata. The first thing you want to do is hop into product. And so initially when you are brought over to product, what you're going to see is you're going to see in the last 30 days, the revenue generated from all of these products, right? And so while we don't subscribe to the notion that a product is saturated per se, we do subscribe to the notion that certain products can have more competition, right? So with that, one way to kind of mitigate the competition a little bit, we can add a couple different filters, right? And so we don't want to add too many different filters because we still want to keep it kind of broad so we do get visibility to some products. All right, so hopping over to the left-hand side, what I like to do is hop into revenue. I like to set a minimum revenue of about 55,000 and then a max revenue of about 155,000, right? And then apply that. And then one other thing I like to add is revenue growth rate. We can add that to 70% or higher to start. We'll click submit here. All right. Before we do get started, I'm going to scroll on head down all the way to the bottom. And what I want to do is expand this from 10 per page to 50, just so that I'm not having to click, new page every 10 products that I see. All right. And so generally speaking, the first thing that I'm looking at is the graph, right? Looking left to right, I want to see some sort of growth, right? And so for example, this graph right here looks really good. These two right here. Looking left to right, you can tell that they're going in a upward trajectory. And so that's really, really good, right? That's exactly what we want to see. Of course, it does have downs, some down spirals, like even right here, it's going down more recently. And that's okay, because no one product is going to go, straight to the moon, right? It's going to have some days that are better, some days are slower, right? And so on. But let's just go ahead and scroll through here and let's go ahead and open up a couple different products here. All right, we're just going to use those as an example, but let's find something else here. All right, and initially, like I said, I'm just looking at the graph in the middle, right? I want to see if we can get visibility to some certain products that are doing well. All right, and generally speaking, I'm looking for a physical product. Yeah, sure, we can tap into some physical items or even supplements. But for now, in general, I'm just looking for like a physical item. All right, let's say this product right here. And so typically what I like to do is open up about 3 to 4 different products, but just for the interest of this video, let's just take a look at this one and let's cover what are some key things that we want to look at when opening and looking at a product. All right. So the first thing that I like to look at is we want to be sure that the live revenue is less than the video revenue, right? And so the reason for that, or in other words, we could say we want to see more video revenue than live revenue, right? So the reason for that is, as we know within e-commerce, the oil to our engine is going to be our ad creatives, right? And so if there was more live revenue than video revenue, that's going to let us know at face value that there's probably not that many creatives on TikTok that we can leverage to sell this product, right? And of course, our creative is going to be the instrument that drives traffic from, Facebook, the platform, to our website. All right. So now that we can check that box, my next step is to hop over to video and ad right here. And this is actually one of my favorite features, a part of the Kalodata system, right? So this feature does allow me to see in the last 30 days, the revenue that the video has generated, the views, total items sold, and the date that that relevant video was published, right? which is very, very good data for us, that we can also say, hey, now I'm going to go ahead and leverage this video and go ahead and use this to, run ads, etc. I can hover over these and download the video just like that as well. All right. And so one thing that I want to look at when I am looking at the videos down here, I just want to be sure that all of the 118K in the last 30 days did not come from one video in particular. Yes, more times than not, there will be an outlier or two that have done more revenue than the others, and that's okay, that's normal. I just basically want to be sure that it wasn't a one-hit wonder and somebody hit the algorithm and got lucky. Their video went viral and they sold a bunch of units, right? And so, of course, we say that's not the case here. We can tell that there is a bunch of different creatives that we can leverage and use, right? So one extra tip of sauce is when you're using this tool, you can also look at the publish date, right? And so the reason that we want to look at the publish date when we're grabbing these videos or choosing videos to download to use for ads moving forward is because like a video like this that was published in May, right? It's probably going to have a lot of people that have used this video that are also testing this video on Facebook ad library, right? And so ones that are more recent, right, it's probably going to be a little bit less competition there because they're newer, right? They came more recently, all right? So just a little sidebar there. But yes, that is like pretty much the process that you want to leverage to validate a product on Kalodata. And to take it further, one thing you can do is open up another tab, go into your Facebook ad library, and we can search a keyword for this product as well. So I would say this is like a portable steamer. So I'm going to come over to ad library. I'm going to make sure I'm filtered to United States for country. Ad category will be all ads, and then let's say portable steamer. Go ahead and search that up. All right, and then one thing that I like to do is come into filters over here, because when we first initially search, we're going to get visibility to a lot of ads that started like more recently, right? You can tell that these started 5 hours ago, right? Which doesn't give us much data. And so what we want to do is go ahead and filter back about a week or two from today. So we're going to enter English, and we're also going to filter back about 2 weeks from today to go ahead and see give visibility to some creatives that have been active for a little bit of a longer time, right? And from there, we can validate looking at different competitors and move and shape from there. See if I can find one here. All right, so I did end up finding a competitor, right? So this competitor posted their ad on October 18th and is still active, and I can come to their website here as well to get visibility to it and also their offer, right? And so with everything that we now know regarding this product, I would say this is definitely a validated product that we could look to move and shake with, right? My next step from here will be to go ahead and forward this product into my product research sheet along with the supplier link, right? And then from here, I can use this competitor link to go ahead and generate a product page and move and shake. All right. But yeah, guys, that is Kalodata in a nutshell, and the same process can be applied to any other product forward as well. All right. So we'll see you guys in the next section in the course.